Before the towers collapsed into a white noise of bodies and strewn paper, there were people in the windows. They clutched family photos and they jumped, became human tombstones, falling into the shrapnel of a city covered in the ash of its own citizens, a city shapeless and somewhere else writhing as it fell. That night, I feared everything but darkness, so I slept on the floor at the foot of my father's bed. It's a place where monsters and planes are made easy work of. That morning, I went to the window. I wiped my hand along the sill. I watched my fingers turn gray and I thought bodies, but I didn't want to wash them. I wanted to go to the roof. I did. I saw the smoke crawling into a postcard. The smell was everywhere. I wondered if they would change the postcards now. Put smoke where once were towers and then address them to our relatives in Texas and Carolina where they were rearing to go to war and say, I wish you were here. I wish you could see these clouds forming under the clouds. I wish you could touch the smell with your nostrils every time you breathe. I wish you could run your hand along your window and wonder how the bodies got through the door and see what it's like to live in the most Beverly Hills version of a war zone and realize what war might just look like, feel like, taste like in your breakfast cereal when you realize you're sitting there digging Cheerios out of a bowl when they're digging bodies out of the ground. That day was not about your God or their God, because when God happens, no one is right. These were times when we lied to our children. When you lie to children, no one is right. I can't make this any clearer to you. That day had no black or white, because under that rubble everyone was gray. Under that rubble was no red, white, or blue. Under that rubble was just gray. Now I know New Yorkers, we talk a lot. Sorry, but I'm taking this one back from my home, because under that rubble was not your country. Under that rubble was our city, our town, our mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters. That day, no one in New York grabbed rifles. We grabbed bandanas and shovels and we started digging because our lives were underneath that rubble and the firemen were looking for the bodies. It has been 10 years and my friend is still looking for her father's body. Your war is not helping her find him. Your war has done nothing but add to the list of little boys like me who wish to sleep at the feet of their father's beds. My father worked nowhere near the Trade Center, but I didn't know that then. What I knew was that the phone lines were down and that until I heard his voice, so was he. Your war has done nothing but add to the list of boys in New York, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, the list of boys who are still waiting for their fathers to come home.